T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yo, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Blue Lounge. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? What a day it's been. What a turbulent day it's been in the transfer window. We've had a couple of here we goes. We've got a couple more hopefully happening. We've had news coming out left, right, and centre. We seem to have a hijacking in progress. Lads, it's been a madness. We've had the Champions League draw as well. We're going to cover all of that in tonight's stream. Big up to all of you. Welcome to the channel. Please smash that like button. I'm allowed to say it today. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you want to comment, you got to subscribe. So subscribe early. Get your comments in. I'd love to get your reaction to everything we're going to be discussing tonight. We've got news on Garnacho, Nkunku, potentially Jackson, Xavi Simons looking like it's going pear-shaped. We've got a whole ton of things to discuss in tonight's stream. Let me say hello to my loyal panelists, world champions, Kai and Matt. How you doing, lads?
Good, man. Good.
Celebrating my 800 subscriber anniversary today.
Oh, you hit 800. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well
Almost
done.
there, mate, on the road.
Yeah, mate.
You got this. 1,000 subscribers coming very, very soon. Courtesy of the people watching the stream. Guys, Matt has been putting overtime shifts. He's been here every night this week. Please go show some love to the Stamford Sync. Link is in the description. And also go support Behind the Dugouts Kai's channel. Let's show some love to the Chelsea community. Big up to everyone in the chat. I see Daniel, and I see Danielle, and I see Kingsley, and I think that's Elijah there. Let me just change my tab so I can see the comments better. Elijah, big up to you. Big up to everyone who's joining the stream. We have got a ton to discuss, and I am going to start with some of the here we goes. We're going to start with some of the here we goes that have happened earlier in the day. We'll start with Christopher Nkunku. We were hoping to get this last night. It came out early doors this morning and exclusive from Fabrizio Romano. Christopher Nkunku to AC Milan. Here we go. Deal verbally agreed in principle between the clubs. AC Milan and Chelsea are set to prepare documents today. By the time you're watching this, he's already landed. He's already there.
Romano tweeted like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Fee will be in the region of 35 million euros with add-ons. Not including add-ons, so add-ons on top of the 35 million euros. I saw a video by Younes clarifying that. A lot of people thought that actually meant add-ons included. No, 35 million plus add-ons. Nkunku said yes to a 5-year contract yesterday, as revealed. Now, we'll get to Xavi Simons in just a second. We also got a lot of news on Garnacho, Florian Plettenberg, Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea, done deal. Agreement reached between Chelsea and Manchester United. Total package worth around £40 million as per Sky. Garnacho will sign a 7-year contract. Fabrizio Romano, Alejandro Garnacho will be in London on Friday for a medical test and contract signed as a new Chelsea player. £40 million fee confirmed with a 10% sell-on clause agreed with Manchester United. Exclusive story since July confirmed. He's a happy man today. He's got that one over the line. David Ornstein. Chelsea reach agreement with Manchester United to sign Alejandro Garnacho. Deal for the 21-year-old winger worth £40 million. Fixed fee plus 10% sell-on clause. Contract to 2032. Medical scheduled for London on Friday as Argentina international joins Chelsea from Manchester United. We got to give Ben Jacob his flowers as well, so we got to read history. Ben Jacobs, Alejandro Garnacho to Chelsea is a done deal. £40 million fixed, 10% sell on. Fourth largest sale in Manchester United history after Ronaldo, Lukaku, and Di Maria. £40 million sell.
That's mad.
Fourth largest in history. That tells you something.
Yeah, they don't sell very well.
That's so bad.
No, that is crazy. I did not expect that. As expected, Chelsea came up with £30 million, and Manchester United down from £50 million deal suits all parties. We'll get into the Champions League draw in just a second. There's more news that I want to cover, but I want to get the reaction of you guys in the chat and also my panelists on the Nkunku and Garnacho deals. What do you guys think? We got a good deal here for Garnacho?
I think so, man. I think, look, 21 years old, 40 mil. He's got like 21 goal involvements last season when Man United finished 15th, right? So obviously the thing that people aren't super fussed about is like the attitude issues and whatever, but Chelsea have literally come out and said, they've done their background checks and whatever. At the end of the day, he can't be worse than Mykhailo Mudryk, and we've paid half of the money for him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm backing it, man. I'm backing it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, Kai?
Yeah, pretty much the same sentiment on this one. I think where he's got similar numbers to wingers that we had last season, wingers that we've brought in, we've also paid like 15 million cheaper than all of them. I think the price-wise, I always felt it was going to be around 40. I know we went with a low ball 30, 35, so we were never going to pay 50 on this. So price-wise, great deal. And he's got a lot to prove, not just to the fans, but also to himself. And I think that's gonna aid him when coming in. I think he's going to come with a lot of fire and a lot of hunger. And I guarantee the first time he laces his boots and gets on the pitch, you're going to see a hunger in him. And we'll relish in that. And to be fair, if he steps on the pitch, similar to how, remember when Renato Vega joined? Obviously, he didn't have the backlash from the fans on him, but he stuck in some big challenges instantly and basically won the fans straight away.
Yeah.
If he does something similar, comes on the pitch, he will start winning people over slowly but surely. And that's all it is, because at the end of the day, if he performs well, the price will be a bargain and we'll end up loving him. That's just how football is.
Yeah, 100%. We'll talk more about Garnacho in just a second. Nkunku to AC Milan. AC Milan is what Chelsea 2.0 is. It's like our Arsenal were the retirement home. AC Milan are not more of they're taking younger players, so we can call them the academy, the offshore academy for Chelsea. I mean, good deal for Nkunku. Some would say we lost some money on him. I don't think that is the case. I think, taking into account that he's been here for a couple of seasons, it probably breaking even. What do you guys think?
I think we're actually making a little bit on him. We also, which is the biggest thing, we're getting his massive wages, which I think equates to almost 12 million a year.
It's like
off the books.
So
it's a good move for him. I think he's going to absolutely tear it up in Italy, to be honest. I'm actually really surprised how quick it went. I know it's like the last week, but there's been other clubs sniffing around Nkunku that just didn't want. You saw how they come out as soon as AC Milan were putting in a bid. They were like, "Oh no, wait, hold on, we want to buy him too."
Yeah.
But it was
kinda
over pretty much within a day, wasn't it?
They just hit a point of desperation, though, didn't they? Because they
Yeah.
got turned down by another couple of people, and time was running out. And like you said, man, he's a really good player. He'll probably tear it up over there. And they probably just wanted it done and dusted, didn't they?
Yeah, and though he's had a torrid time at Chelsea, he's not a bad player. I still think he's probably one of, if not the best finishers, technically, at the club.
100%.
It just never worked. I don't think he acclimatized to the pace of the league. I think the injury definitely held him back. He never really got the minutes after that to basically get himself a spot. So I wish him all the best. I think he's going to tear it up in Italy.
I think we had the same thing with Nkunku that Garnacho had at United when Amorim came in, because Amorim comes into United and doesn't play a system with Garnacho's position. So Garnacho is getting farmed into different positions, right? If anything, Christopher Nkunku is that position. Do you know what I mean? Because there was a lot of talk about Man United wanting him a while ago, wasn't there? And obviously before they got Cunha and Mbeumo. But Christopher Nkunku is like tailor-made for that half space, like left side behind the number 10 role. That's literally because when he did his best at Leipzig, he played as a left-sided shadow striker, and they were playing a 4-4-2, weren't they? So I kind of think it's a bit similar. I think that as soon as Maresca came in, it was never going to happen for Christopher Nkunku, because we tried him on the left in our system, it didn't work. Tried him in the middle, tried him up top, tried him on the right. Talked about he got tested in centre defensive midfield in training in the Club World Cup. So for me, it was just like the writing was on the wall because it was a tactical thing, and he was obviously not happy only getting Conference League games.
Yeah. No, I think that the whole thing with Nkunku is the injuries, the rotation, the performances. I mean, yes, he had some good performances, but they weren't consistent enough. They weren't achieved on a regular basis, purely for the fact that he was in and out of the team through injury. I want to discuss the whole Fermin Lopez and Xavi Simons situation, because we are expecting to hear a lot more tonight. So I'm just going to look back at some of the tweets that came out earlier today, and then we will catch up with all the latest developments, because I am seeing some breaking news coming out. We had this from Ben Jacobs on Fermin Lopez, as this is a stumbling block right now for Chelsea in regards to the whole Xavi Simons situation, and this is our plan B. But even the plan B is looking to be a little bit too much or a little bit expensive. Ben Jacobs, exclusive. Understand Chelsea have held further talks today with Barcelona's Fermin Lopez, who has also spoken to Enzo Maresca. Nothing close or guaranteed yet, but Chelsea continue to seriously explore a move for Barcelona want 60 million plus euros for the player. Initial club-to-club contact has also taken place. So talks have happened in regards to Fermin Lopez, both with the player and with Barcelona. The situation with Xavi Simons, because this has taken a turn today. It looked like we had a clear path to Xavi Simons once we offloaded Nkunku, but it looks like Tottenham would like to make it a little bit more interesting. So Ben Jacobs says Tottenham have held advanced talks with Leipzig over a move for Xavi Simons. Spurs prepared to pay around 70 million euros. And that is the fee that Leipzig have been kind of demanding in and around that figure from Chelsea. Personal terms with Simons being worked on and not far off. Simons has already agreed terms with Chelsea and has wanted a move to Stamford Bridge all summer, but there is no club-to-club agreement yet. Chelsea now have to move fast with Spurs pushing for a quick agreement. Spurs cautious in case Chelsea counter, but an agreement between Spurs and Leipzig and Spurs and Simons is close. There was one more from Ben Jacobs. Tottenham have officially submitted an offer to RB Leipzig for Xavi Simons. So they've made an official bid. It is already close to the offer that RB Leipzig are expecting of 70 million euros, all in. No offer from Chelsea yet. So the offer from Tottenham isn't the 70 million, but it's something close to that offer. I want to open it to you guys in regards to the whole Xavi Simons hijack from Tottenham Hotspur. Is that a thing? Is it going to happen? Is Tottenham Hotspur able to hijack this deal? My take on this is Xavi Simons would prefer Chelsea. Has been stating that, has been making that known multiple occasions, multiple methods. Spurs have never been in the conversation in regards to Xavi Simons' career aspirations. However, if Tottenham bid, he can be given the ultimatum from RB Leipzig. Look, you want to go? We're only accepting this offer from Tottenham because it's closer to what we're asking. Chelsea's offer is way off the mark if Chelsea do put in an offer, because at this point they haven't. And then Xavi Simons might have the decision to make whether to stay at RB Leipzig or to go to Tottenham. And in that instance, I think Tottenham would be his choice. But if it's a toss-up between do we go to Chelsea or to Tottenham, I think Chelsea win all the time. What's your take on this, guys?
I don't think it can be a hijacking, because that would only be the case if Xavi Simons wanted to go to Tottenham over Chelsea and we both had the same offers on the table. Based on everything that we've seen, Xavi Simons only wants to come to Chelsea. So if he does go to Tottenham, then it wouldn't be a hijacking, because it'd be because we said no, essentially, because we don't want to pay the money for him, or we went for Fermin Lopez instead. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think it actually can be a hijacking. I still think it's going to happen, man. I still think partly the Fermin Lopez stuff is a bit of a smoking gun. I think they've been scouting Xavi Simons for a really long time, obviously. Do you know what I mean? And Fermin Lopez feels like a reasonably new kind of jump sort of thing. I do get it from Tottenham's perspective, because obviously they just got hijacked for Eze, didn't they? So they're probably feeling a bit salty. That Arsenal have come in and nicked their player, and now they're like, right, well, we're going to go and nick Chelsea's player. Oh, do you know what I mean? Win some praise back in the press or whatever. But yeah, I think it comes down to Chelsea's decision. I think if Chelsea want to sign Xavi Simons, we will, and I think if we don't, I think he'd probably go to Tottenham over than stay at Leipzig, though, Matt. I agree with what you're saying there, but I think it's just whether we want him or not, man.
Yeah, before I go to Kai, shout out to everyone in the chat. Courtney, Cassidy, I see Derek in there. I see Kickoff and Clarity. I'm guessing new subscriber. Thank you for joining the family. Everyone in the chat, big up to you. Welcome to the stream, and keep your comments coming in. We will address as many of them as we can in due course. Kai, your thoughts on the hijacking, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much the same view as Matt, really. It's not a hijack. If we want him, we will get him. It is plain and simple. If we're going to pay the money, I just don't... They're not going to get in a bidding war with this one. So if it starts increasing past the asking price they want, or it's too much than what we want to pay, they'll walk away. And then he will go to Tottenham because he wants to move. He's in London. He wants the Premier League. He doesn't want to stay at Leipzig, so he will move. But it is down to us. It's not Tottenham. I've said it. I think I said it on in Matt's comment on his video. Tottenham can't even hijack themselves, so they're not going to hijack us, right? So yeah, if we want him, we'll have him. I still think we are going to get him. I think now the Garnacho's out the way, Nkunku is sold, which we've been led to believe that is the only thing that is holding the deal up, and that it's been expressed to Simons as well that once Nkunku goes, we will come get you. Just wait. And I saw reports this week saying he understands that and he's just waiting. Now it's done.
London,
He's in London. He's in London, exactly. So conversation escalate quickly. Yeah, exactly.
And I know Tottenham have only come in like the last day, but also Nkunku has only just been done today, and now he's in London.
And Garnacho's been like sat there with his like
Exactly.
hands on his knees, rocking backwards and forwards for the last 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So he's like
Exactly.
And you know, it's unlikely that you know, even if you just think about things like the press and the best way to get, you know what it's like. You put out too many YouTube videos at the same time, and it all gets muddled up, doesn't it? From Chelsea's perspective, it's probably even just a better thing for the press to do not one in each day. Do you know what I mean? So today, Nkunku out, Garnacho in, maybe tomorrow is Xavi or Fermin Lopez, do you know what I mean? And without congesting all of that news into one day, it might even be something as simple as that.
Yeah, I'm still pretty positive on the Simmons deal. I don't
What
think
about the plan B, Fermin Lopez? What's your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't be with the way that it's looking. I think they're just going to keep upping the price. I wouldn't be comfortable going as high as they wanted. The whole thing with Fermin Lopez, again, very good player. Don't get me wrong, but it was the price that made him even more attractive because Xavi Simons wants out. He wants to leave. Fermin Lopez doesn't. There was no indication whatsoever from Barcelona or the player that he had any intention of leaving this summer, which means Barcelona can keep ramping up the price because neither player or club wants to part ways, which could be incredibly bad. We could end up paying through the roof. The only thing is if we lose out on Simmons, but we won't lose out because it will be our choice. So it's going to be price-wise. If they go, oh, you can get Fermin for 50, but Simmons is 70, I think they'll probably go for Lopez. But I don't see that being, I think Barcelona will just keep ramping up the price no matter what we go in with.
Yeah, 100%.
And I also saw that he wanted to have a considerable wage increase. I don't know what he's on at the moment.
What, Lopez?
I don't know what his current wages are, but there was reports coming out that he wants a considerable increase. And usually when players are saying that, it's quite high. I saw something again. Don't quote me on it. It was he wanted 20 million euros. I don't know what that would equate to per month. I ain't good. No, quick maths is not my strong suit.
Yeah.
So many different factors. I still think it's Simmons over Lopez.
That's 20 million a year is over 300k a week, I think.
Yeah, it's loose reports.
That's
it sounds
Raheem Sterling kind of salary.
Yeah.
We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that
I
again.
did see something mad today. I don't know. I can't even remember where I saw it, but I read an article saying that Maresca's called him twice because apparently he's Maresca's choice over. So Xavi Simons, I think, is the Avengers is by. Do you know what I mean? All of Win Stanley and all that. I think that, and obviously they've been scouting him out, but I think Maresca wants Fermin Lopez.
Again, how much?
Guys,
one of those. How much it's true?
We've got 50 likes so far, which is fantastic. Let's get to 100. Yeah, if we can get to 100 quickly, really appreciate it. We've had over 120, 130 of you on the stream consistently since we started. So I'm guessing half of you have hit the like button. The other half are still trying to make up their mind whether they're liking the stream or not. But yeah, please do us a favor, hit the like button, and then if you change your mind, you can always unlike, I guess. Big up to everyone. Big up to Courtney. Big up to Waldo. I see you there, my brother. Yeah, you've just jumped on, so big up to you. Welcome. Asking price. Waldo says asking price for Lopez is a complete joke. They have upped it since the interest. It's it's
Barcelona,
they were happy. Yeah.
Like, they're just so skint. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're not going to sell any player without putting. It's not even a premium about what he's worth. It's about what he's worth to Barcelona, because it's because every single transfer window they're struggling to register players, and do you know what I mean? And they've still got Frankie De Jong there who they can't shift, and he's just like, no mate, I'm not going anywhere. So that they're because they made so many bad financial decisions over the last decade kind of thing since they were really good. I'm not surprised. They used to do stuff like put £2 billion release clauses in their players' contracts and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And it's just silly, absolutely silly. But I'm not surprised that Barcelona are trying to extort us for one of their academy players.
I mean, speaking of Barcelona, I want to have a quick look at the Champions League draw because we have got champion. Chelsea are in the following group. We have got a home fixture with Barcelona, an away fixture to Bayern Munich, a home fixture to Benfica, an away fixture to Atalanta, a home fixture to Ajax, an away fixture to Napoli, home fixture Panathinaikos, and an away fixture to Karabakh. A interesting destination always, Karabakh. How do you guys feel about this group? Some tough games, I guess.
Unreal. Barcelona at home. Unreal. Love that we've got them first. Well, don't know if we'll play them first,
it's
but
probably not going to be first. Yeah, they're announcing the fixture list on Saturday. Because it can't be in that order, because then it's like all of the hardest teams and it progressively gets easier as you go. Do you know what I mean? So like they won't do it like that.
But the fact that we've got them at home.
Yeah, that's wicked, man. That's wicked. Oh, man,
buying away is concerning though. Buying away is going to be a tough game.
We only need to not lose 10-2, and then we can still lord it over Arsenal fans.
I mean, to be honest, the Bayern Munich game is the only one that concerns me. Napoli is not an easy game. It's playing Napoli away is not going to be an easy game. But the rest, I'm quite confident. I'm quite confident that the group stage is not going to be too difficult for us.
I think I'm actually a little bit more worried about the Napoli game because of the drama and the occasion and what that does to these kind of games. Do you know what I mean? Like, Antonio Conte is going to be desperate to beat our team, man, because they didn't exactly part on, they parted on quite acrimonious terms, didn't they? And is Lukaku out for a long time, or is there a chance that he might make that game?
Sure. I
guarantee they're obviously in for a striker. But it may, if the thing is, if Lukaku and Antonio Conte, that's going to be, for me, one of the hardest games of the group, just because the venom. Do you know what I mean? Just the pure emotion of it. Is he out for a long time? Is he?
Well, I'd say how true, but at Football Italia, he's having surgery. He's going to be out for 3 to 4 months. So it depends. Okay. And even though if it's 3 to 4 months, he's still got to come back and get match fit. So I doubt he would be involved. But stranger things have happened. They might give him a cortisone shot or something, and he'll be running around. The thing is,
like Scott McTominay and that, and Kevin De Bruyne, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Billy
we're not
Gilmore.
Talking.
He's there as well.
Mate, we're not.
Are we underestimating Barcelona, guys? Do you think Barcelona will give us a tough game?
Oh, definitely. It'll be a tough game. I'm just
happy it's at the Bridge. That's the main thing, rather than being at the Camp Nou.
Yeah. I think for me, like, Bayern is going to be the most difficult game. I think Barcelona will be a tough game, but like I say, for me, I don't want to, like, we can't take our foot off the gas when it comes to the Napoli game, man. I think that one could easily bite us if we're not careful. Fortunately, because in the new system, you haven't got to play everyone twice. Do you know what I mean? So that's gone really well. Like, I do like that. But yeah, for me, it's actually Bayern and Napoli are the two games that I'm more concerned about. I think the Barcelona game's more winnable. Just because I don't even really know. Just kind of making it up as I go along, to be honest. But
I want to address this question. It's a little bit of a diversion, but I think it's an important question. Thoughts on thoughts. It's just said that Chelsea want to sell Jackson to make space for Simmons. Firstly, I don't think we need to sell Jackson to make space for Simmons. Nkunku was the player that we needed to get rid of. That being said, we haven't heard much on Nicholas Jackson today. There was talks about we're waiting to see what happens with the whole Isak thing, because Newcastle might come in for him. Have you guys have any other information, any updates?
They've just bought, or they've got the here we go for that Walter mode from what's their name, Stuttgart, for I think 65 or 70 million pounds, like 18 upwards of 80 million euros, which I find bizarre. Yeah, considering they've got a Premier League proven striker that has got a decent return and would probably suit Newcastle down to a T. I
think he probably doesn't want it, man.
Yeah,
I think there's probably Nicholas Jackson is probably like Nah, I want Bayern. I'm not fussed about Newcastle.
Yeah. I see Jackson. I don't see any other club getting Jackson now apart from Bayern on loan. I thought Newcastle would be the only ones that would.
Aston Villa, maybe.
But they haven't got the funds. They'll need to sell Morgan Rogers in order to bring Jackson in.
On loan
or on loan maybe, but I don't think if Jackson has a choice to go on loan to Aston Villa or Bayern Munich, he's going to go to Bayern Munich, isn't he?
Mate, is the Xavi Simons? Sorry, I've just thought about this. Is the Xavi Simons hold up that we're going to snipe a bid for Morgan Rogers in the last days of the window?
Well, we did say it in the other video, didn't we? That Morgan Rogers might not be dead. I don't know.
Surprises could happen, lads. Surprises could happen. I'm also hearing that Chelsea are looking at multiple options to bring in, not just one. So,
really?
Xavi Simons, yeah. I can't remember where I read it, but apparently Chelsea are looking to get 2 more signings in this window.
After Garnacho, that's mad.
After Garnacho, yeah.
Do you know what's a good thing though? Sorry to cut you off there, Mo. Because we've only got a certain amount of spots left of non-homegrown players. I think we can have 17, and we've got 14 at the moment. Garnacho counts as a homegrown player because he played for 3 seasons before he turned 21, so he won't go on that list. He'll go down as a homegrown. So in theory, we've still got the 3 spaces left. But I don't know if I feel comfortable with another attacking player, like
on top of Simmons or Lopez. So yeah, I'm just thinking, could we be looking to get a out and out striker potentially? Because I'm not seeing that we're going to get another 10 winger kind of player.
Centre back, I guess, is the only other real.
Yeah.
That's what we need. That's what we actually need. Yeah.
I think buying a striker, I can't even really think of anyone off the top of my head, but I just think that we've done 2 seasons with 1 striker. Let's try it with 2 and see how that goes before we go, let's get a 3rd one. And obviously, like, if we wanted 3 strikers, we should have just kept Mark Yu. Do you know what I mean? Maybe another Mark Yu type player comes in, to be fair.
Then
I
you
can
might
see
as well
that,
just
like
promote Shimawaka from the youth then. If that's what you're looking for.
That's good to know.
Because there's no point, because Mark Yu's going to come back. You've got, as you know, we said in the last stream, Omega who seems to be killing it at Strasbourg, scored 2 goals again today.
Against Bromby.
He's coming at the end of the season. So, centre back for me. I still think, and I don't know why, and I think we discussed it yesterday, we're not going in for a Kanji at 15 million. I don't understand that.
That makes perfect sense as well, because he's that age where it's like he's not going to be expecting to play for us for the next decade like Levi Colwill is. Do you know what I mean? He can come in and he can cover for now. He can rotate with Colwill when Colwill comes back for it. Mate, for me, it's like spot on, man. It's like spot on. It's a madness. Who's going for him?
I don't know. The only thing I've seen is he's refused to go to Turkey. Other than that,
everyone's refusing to go to Turkey, isn't they?
Yeah, I just don't. But that would definitely be if we are going to bring in a centre back, and we don't want to spend loads of money because we've got Levi Colwill coming back. I feel like a Kanji would be perfect for that.
Yeah, 100%. And we
just
did things like
shout out to Lee Zion in the chat, Blue Clouds Media. Big up to you, my brother.
Yes, Lee Zion.
Do you have time to jump on, Lee? If you do, I can forward you the link. Let me know. Let me know if you can jump on. Sorry, Matt, carry on.
It's like when we sold City Kovacic, isn't it? The same sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? It's like 100% that makes sense.
Did Ake come from us or Bournemouth? No, he went from Bournemouth, didn't he? We sold him to Bournemouth. Yeah. Ideal in terms of like money and he would fill the void. But
100%. Even 20 mil, man. Even 20 mil if you paid because it's a Premier League rival or whatever. That'd still be wicked, wouldn't it?
How old is Akanji, by the way?
I think he's like
not
28.
old, is he?
I think he's like prime kind of
in
moment.
His prime. Kanji, let's have a look.
In the prime of life.
Oh, he's 30. I didn't realise he was 30. Yeah,
Even,
but still.
Perfect.
Even better.
Even better. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
15 mil, 13-year-old. He'd have a bit of experience. Also with him, Maresca wants a centre-back that can play out from the back, play with the ball.
Yeah.
Akanji has spent how many years with Pep now?
like four seasons at Man City, man.
Like
Isn't it? It's like
the ultimate manager that teaches possession-based football, where Maresca got a lot of his, coaching style from. So to take a centre back for a season while Cole recovers, because a 30-year-old player is not going to be here for more than a couple of seasons because of his age. The game will unless you're Thiago Silva, of course. Who
want to clarify. Just want to clarify. So Christopher Nkunku is landing in Milano to become a new AC Milan player, as reported by Fabrizio Romano. Now, the actual fee is 37 million euros plus 5 million add-ons and a sell-on clause for Chelsea, as exclusively revealed. So it's 37 upfront with 5 million in add-ons.
So it's like 32 million pounds all in all, something like that.
Yeah, it's like between 32 and 35, I think.
Yeah. And I'm interested to see what's the percentage on the actual sell-on, because Nkunku, I believe, will tear up trees in Italy.
I think it'll be like 10, 15, man. I don't think it'll be much. Otherwise, they'd have been all over it, wouldn't they?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if it's a little bit more.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Not more than 20, but I think more than 15. So I think around 20%. If it's 20%, that would be a fantastic result for us. 10-15 is not a bad, a bad percentage, but I think if we could get 20% for a sell-on for Nkunku, we are setting the standard here with.
It's a bit superfluous with Nkunku though, isn't it? Because what's he like, 27?
That's the thing. He's not going to get a big money move, and if he does kill it in Milan, he probably won't move until he's
might get sold for like the same amount of money that we've bought him for now. Do you know what I mean? So we might get like 5-6 million euros out of him or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But even if it's 20%, do you know what I mean?
If it's 20%, I'm looking at maybe 8 million euros. Because I'm thinking, if his next transfer is for around 40 million, then if we can get a 20% on that, 8 million euros is not, it's not.
I don't see him getting a big move again, man. To be honest, it's like he never know what's going to happen.
You don't think he'll get a 40 million euro move in maybe 2 or 3 years?
Maybe say
MLS. He'll be like basically something like that.
Saudi Arabia could come in and snap him up for.
Saudi are tailing off a bit now with all the big buys, though, aren't they? They haven't been spending quite as much.
The World Cup it's played a big part. A lot of players don't want to go there because of the World Cup. Next year, things are going to change. Yeah,
that's a fair shout, actually. That is really interesting. I didn't think about it.
We are on 75 likes. We are on 75 likes. Actually, it's 79. Courtney is 79 likes at the moment. Yes, that is fantastic. I mean, we've been
Captain Courtney Marshall in the chat for us.
Minutes. Yeah, man. Listen, Courtney, man, is doing a madness. Big up to you, Courtney. Big up to you. Machiavelli, big up to you. I see you. I also see some sarcasm in the chat, and I'm glad Gabriel is here to set them straight. So big up to you, Gabriel. Doing a fantastic job setting people straight when they're trying to be a little bit sarcastic. So a guy apparently will not have a bath the day Chelsea beat Barcelona.
All right, we clip that. Yeah, we clip that. when we beat them, we'll be coming back.
Hey, listen, you better be coming back on the stream when we smash Barcelona, because we are gonna smash Barcelona. We've got a lot of history when it comes to Barcelona in the Champions League. Yeah, man, I like it.
It's not a foregone conclusion anymore, is it? Like, it was always a tough game, but
just 1 second, Matt.
Yeah, go on.
We do not condone the beating of children. But I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say it's going to be an easy task. So, but the terminology might not have come across well. Nee, if you're just dropping off the kids, I will send you the link, and then because we are going to be here up until 12 in the morning. So if you have an opportunity, you're welcome to come on. So are we expected to hear we go tonight, lads?
I don't think so, man.
No, I think we've got treated.
Yeah. I think it'll be the same as like we were waiting for the Nkunku one yesterday, and it came out like the morning after. I am feeling pretty positive. Well, not positive, but I think there's a good chance of Xavi Simons one way or the other. We'll find out tomorrow. I'd be surprised if it went to the wire for him, because he's here. Do you know what I mean? It's like what? There's no reason for it to go to the wire now, is it? It's like, but yeah, I think the Xavi Simons thing we might find out about tomorrow. But nah.
Yeah, I think the one thing we can take positive wise, I think Tottenham has sped up the process. I think we were probably going to try and leave the announcement to Monday, the last day. But the fact that they've come in, they've probably gone, you know what, let's just get it done there to not leave any time for them to whisper sweet nothings into his ear. So
the issue with him being here for me is Tottenham have not had a chance to talk to him yet. So it's been just Chelsea who have had the negotiations. The fact that he's here, it means that Tottenham have access to him now. They can have that discussion, which they haven't had so far. Chelsea have had that. Chelsea have been there, have been discussing with him, got the agreement in place with the player. But then it's now the discussion with Leipzig that needs to be ironed out and sorted out. And you know what? One thing we haven't discussed. I mean, could this whole Tottenham thing not be accurate? Could this be just
another smoke screen, maybe
another smoke screen? You know, something generated by Leipzig to try to put some pressure. I mean, that's a possibility, right?
There's been quite a lot of like tier one journalism about it, hasn't there? In terms of like discussions are being had, and he's in London and he's talking to Tottenham, and they've put a bid in for him, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not 100% sure as much. The Fermin Lopez one feels more like a smoking gun, because we're getting a lot less, and this has been pretty fast and furious today. Do you know what I mean? And Romano's been all over it. So I feel like if it was a smoking thing, Romano would have come out like he did with the Fermin Lopez thing and been like, "No, it's absolutely not true. Xavi only wants Chelsea."
And you would have thought it's a bit late in the day. If they were going to do that and they were desperately wanting to get rid of Simons, they might have started the rumours a little bit sooner, considering they know that we want to go in for him. The only condition is we wanted to get rid of Nkunku, and now we've got rid of him. The only thing they're doing now is probably trying to drive up the price a little bit, which, again, we don't want to get into a bidding war. So if they're going to do that, it could have a negative effect. If it's a smoke and mirror and we go, well, we're not paying over the odds for him, we're going to walk away, and they don't have Tottenham, they'd be like, oh, shit, we just shot ourselves in the foot now.
Do you know what it probably is, right? It's probably like, we're probably going to do it, and Chelsea have said to Xavi Simons, it's like, we're a bit tied up at the moment with, you know, getting Nkunku out and getting Garnacho in. Go and get wined and dined by, Tottenham's a nice part of London. Go and get wined and dined by Spurs for a day. Go and have a good time on their wallet. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll get you all signed up then.
Oh, mate, they'll take it one step further, mate. They'll do us a favour like they did with Willian. They'll complete his medical for us, so we don't have to do it. And then we'll be like, thanks for completing him. We'll rock up to the ground, pick him up, and say, see you later. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, mate, please. I would love that so much, man. There's been a lot of little drama in the transfer window, hasn't there, man? But that would be the cherry on the cake of this transfer window. That would be special.
Do you know what? If he has a choice to choose between Chelsea and Tottenham, and he does decide to choose Tottenham, then I would say we've dodged a bullet, because a player with that kind of mindset, I mean, you have the chance to play for the world champions, for, you know, two-time European champions, a club that literally was awarded the honor of winning every single European title there is to win today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so and you go ahead and choose Spurs, then that is not the mindset or the mentality I actually want to see in a Chelsea shirt anyway. So, but again, I don't think that will be the case. I think if Chelsea are serious about getting an attacking player of the high caliber, and they are looking to pay, you know.
Yeah, well, Waldo's just basically said it there as well. He's turned down every other club, and now suddenly
He's going to go for Spurs. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, even that, like, if it wasn't going to be Chelsea, he had an option between Tottenham and Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Why would you be going to Tottenham?
I mean, mate, in isolation, it's like, do you want to go and play for a club that finished 17th last season and now have Brentford's old manager? Like, it's not exactly a sexy sell, is it?
As expression says.
I do agree. Like, it is a bit weird, but like I say, man, the fact that he's in London and there's been bits of news in that, but he easily could just be here for us. Do you know what I mean? And it's just all being played.
Yeah, because they've got to do, because obviously international next week, so they're going to need to do the medical before he flies out for the international break. So regardless, like, he's arrived today. They say he's going to be here for like 48 hours. So things will have to be done.
He's pulled out of the Leipzig squad now as well, hasn't he? Like he said, like,
he's been given time off. He's literally been given time off to sort out his future. Yeah, that's the. So he's here purely for the purpose of signing, to get it done. Yeah,
probably just for the drama, man.
And this is why I think we could potentially get something tonight, because he's here. He's been here all day. I'm sure he spent a few hours with Chelsea, potentially maybe a few hours with Tottenham. I think with Chelsea, it's just a matter of, look, is this going to happen? Are you guys going to put a bid? Because Tottenham have put a bid, by the looks of things. So for Xavi Simons, he'll be asking Chelsea, "Are you guys going to actually put a bid? Is this going to happen? I want to know. Make it clear to me. I mean, if I was in his shoes, I want to know. Is Chelsea seriously going to put a bid in, or this is not going to happen? If not, then I can have a conversation with Tottenham. But I think that. Go on.
We spent ages negotiating for Moises Caicedo, man. Ages. And obviously that only ended up getting sped up because Liverpool came in for him as well. I think we've probably
but the price also increased, Matt. The price increased when Liverpool came in.
No, it didn't. It didn't actually, because Liverpool matched our bid. They just agreed to pay all of it up front, whereas we wanted to structure the deal. So that was the only difference there.
Yeah.
And then we the price didn't go up, but we agreed to pay more up front after Liverpool came in for him. But ultimately,
we paid 120 for him when we could have actually had him for one.
It was 115.
We could have had him for 115 with add-ons to 120.
That was it.
Yeah, the initial fee that they actually wanted, I think, was 110. But we were sticking to a bid of 100 million. They wanted 110. Liverpool came in, and then when Liverpool came in, we saying we're going to pay the 110. Chelsea, I think, paid 120 with add-ons. I can't remember if it was 110 with 10 in add-ons or 115 with 5 in add-ons, but we actually increased it with the add-ons, so we outbidded Liverpool.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Is once you leave it to the last minute, people are going to come in, pressure's going to increase, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if RB Leipzig picked up the phone to Tottenham, be like, you know what? Come in with a bid. Let's get this a little bit tasty, and we might sort you out with something. Unofficially,
under the table, brown envelope.
Man brown envelopes. It doesn't have to be in the form of a payment. It could be in the form of an asset, or maybe a couple of VIP trips to a certain individual in the club or something. Things happen in this world that are not pretty. We're not saying this is what's happening, but we're saying things do happen that could happen, that may not have happened, that may do happen. In make of it as you want.
The only thing that squashes it is if Xavi comes out, tells Tottenham it's only Chelsea, same as Caicedo did. Even though Liverpool were willing to pay, he went, no, I'm going to Chelsea, and then it doesn't matter. Because if the player is only going to want to go to the one club, Xavi Simons is a little bit different, because I think he's going to go whoever is going to get for him. But that's what I mean.
I don't think he'll come out and say, I don't want to go to Tottenham,
No.
because then if Chelsea say no, then he's got to stay at Leipzig, and he probably, like you said, would
Yeah,
probably rather go to Tottenham than stay at Leipzig. So it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because he can't push any more than he already has. Xavi
He's just
Simons
got-
has kind
yeah.
of done everything he can. You know, he dropped out of the team like a few weeks ago and that. Do you know what I mean? He's done everything he can. This is squarely falling down to Chelsea's negotiating tactic around it, man. And it is, it's a bit of annoying, but, you know, that's just how it is, isn't it? And yeah, I've got a feeling that something will happen tomorrow, because, you know, like they're saying, he's only here for 2 days. We've obviously had quite a lot going on. Obviously, there's the Champions League draw, which is big news in itself. We've got the Garnacho, here we go. And obviously, we've got Christopher Nkunku out. So I wouldn't be surprised to hear about Jackson and Xavi Simons tomorrow, because then it's like one out, one in, one out, one in. That kind of makes some sense. Yeah, I would kind of like to see Jackson go to somewhere like Villa. You know, I think it'd be a bit of a waste of him going to Munich, but
I'm actually still, you know, confused and baffled by the Garnacho deal being the fourth largest in Manchester United history as an outgoing. I mean, if 40 million pounds is the fourth largest deal in Manchester United history,
yeah, that's
how the hell are they generating money to buy players? Because, you know, if
They've
they're
got
selling,
the biggest international fan base in the world behind Real Madrid. That's the thing, because obviously they won all those trophies, like over that Fergie's 26-year spell or whatever. The only reason they haven't been relegated or gone bankrupt is because they've been living off of their legacy, and they have just been like burning their legacy money, man, like every single year. And they are terrible at selling, but they're international. Like when you know, they're probably still spending the Ronaldo shirt money when he came back a few years ago, because the millions of people across the world that would have brought them from, you know, they've got a huge community in Asia. You know what I mean? There's like massive fan base across all of that continent. Do you know what I mean? That a lot of other clubs don't have. So United are. They're like a rich kid that's spending their daddy's legacy. Do you know what I mean? And they're spending it badly, and they are starting to run out. That's basically what, although maybe not as serious as he was putting it, that's kind of what Jim Ratcliffe said when he come in, man. He's like, we can't keep doing this. Lo and behold, they keep on doing it and can't win a game against Grimsby.
I don't think they've sold one player this summer, have they? I know that the Højlund one looks like it might happen, but
yeah,
I don't think they've really sold anybody, and they've brought in quite a hefty amount. It must be over 200 million now, surely.
They loan out a lot of their players, you know, like they
can't sell them.
It's because they put them on ridiculous wages. No one wants to buy them.
Mainu has requested to go on loan.
Yeah, I've just seen that now. Yeah,
That's interesting. It's one of them where I feel weird about Kobbie Mainoo. I'd love to get Kobbie Mainoo, but we've got no space for him. But I would still be disappointed to see him go anywhere else. Do you know what I mean? Because it just feels like a missed opportunity. But yeah, I mean, abroad, Dortmund, mate. You should go Dortmund. That'd be wicked for him. Little loan at Dortmund.
I think he'll want to stay in the Premier League, though.
Sorry, Kai. We are now on 94 likes. We're 6 away, and we've got 7 minutes before we officially be live for an hour. So if we can hit 100 likes before the hour mark, that'll be fantastic.
Unreal.
And
go on, chat. You can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
Can you highlight a comment there, Mo, from Milo Lewis?
Yeah.
It's just come through on tabs. So this guy is Aaron Romero. He was the one that dropped the Nkunku stuff before anybody else. And I think he also mentioned about Xavi Simons, but he's done some really good reporting over the last few days, especially in this week period. So if you're not following him, I'd definitely say jump on his page on X.
Let's have a look.
Great shout from Waldo there, just while you're changing pages over. United fumbled the bag in it by not selling Bruno for 100 mil.
Yeah.
They're looking at loaning out Kobbie Mainoo, and they kept Bruno Fernandes, who could have made him 100 mil. Do you know what I mean, mate? Because they probably wouldn't have sold Garnacho for so cheap if they'd have made that money for Bruno, would they?
No, they would have sort of held on. But then the Garnacho thing was always he and Amarin were never going to get on, so it was still going to be a player that neither the club and that were going to fit with.
Yeah, they might have been more willing to put him in the bomb squad for 6 months, though.
Yeah. I don't even know what his wages, what he's on now.
I
can't imagine it's too high.
20, 30k, I think. I don't think it was very much to talk. I mean, obviously that's a stupid amount of money. Do you know what I mean? But like, as far as Premier League footballers go, Brian Mbomo's getting like 250k a week.
I know, yeah, and he missed the penalty against Grimsby, didn't he? I still can't believe that, honestly.
Did you see the video of the Grimsby fan? Like when Brian Mbomo was walking out and he was giving it that, like screaming in his face as he was walking towards him. Bruno was like hiding him away in that, getting mugged off. I
literally watched almost every United YouTuber, just their meltdowns. Honestly, I swear one of them, crying. Is it Saeed TV? I think he's changed his name to Jamal. Like it's been a complete meltdown. They're all calling for his head. I did see again loose reports that Amarin is having talks that he may walk away. Don't take it as a thing. But
look, I don't think if Amarin wants to stay, I think they'll keep him even if they don't do that well this season. But if he wants to go, you'll know because it'll be mutual consent and he'll
I don't feel like that he's going to do that. I think he's just a bit, it's a bit emotional. And to be fair, with what happened last night, you were always going to get these stories. Sack him, he's getting sacked. The club aren't happy.
I'm going to share something for you guys. So this is what Aaron Romero has posted within the past half an hour. I'm like I said, I've not really followed this guy before, but this is what he said. Chelsea plan to make space for Xavi. Has it come up here? Chelsea plan to make space for Xavi in the squad by selling Jackson, enabling João Pedro to continue as the primary centre forward, while also believing he can adapt to the Xavi role. Players representatives are calm, as initially reported. No talks with Tottenham Hotspur. And he says at the bottom here, Joe Shields pushing for Xavi. He's also tweeted something that I don't want to bring up because I'm not sure how accurate it is, but apparently Xavi Simons' brother has posted on Instagram a picture of Chelsea and the message tab, waiting kind of thing. So
that's never real, is it?
Yeah, no. I mean, they wouldn't need to message them on Instagram. I mean, that's where we are now. With
I'm outside. Can you let
me in?
It's cold out here, man. Let me in.
It's cold out here, man. Yeah. I took a flight just to come and see you lot, and you guys are not letting me in.
This is dreadful.
Yeah. Did you change your address?
We've hit 100 likes. We've hit 100 likes, lads. So big up. We've done it.
Yes, nice one,
big up to everyone. Well done.
Even before the
I
did see things when
today's good.
When Plettenberg reported about the Tottenham bid, there were reports coming out going there has been no bid, but I suppose that you can play it on both sides. You're never going to know the full truth. But
same with the Fermin Lopez stuff, though, isn't it? It's like, Chelsea are interested. There's no talks. Or blah, blah, blah. They all just love it, don't they? They all just love calling each other out. And do you know what? I've noticed it before, man. Like, not even always just in football, but sometimes, like when you watch TalkSport, and if someone like Alex Crook is the first one to break a story, they're all really congratulatory of each other to being the first to break a story, and it's like a big deal. Do you know what I mean? They obviously like. It's sort of a really big thing, isn't it? Like who's the first to get to the story and who's got the most credibility and stuff.
I just got to say congratulations to one Chelsea fan who has been dying, praying. He has been praying left, right and centre, 24/7 for Garnacho to come and become a Chelsea player. Well, Ni Zion, Blue Clouds Media, your dreams have come true. Ni, you have got Garnacho. Here we go. How you feeling, brother? How you doing?
Today is the most wonderful day that I can ever dream of as a supporter. One of the days that I see things that a lot of people don't see. I see visions, and hopefully Chelsea wins the Premier League this season to top up my vision. Because I saw from day one that Alejandro Garnacho is never going to be a small screen, but it could be the other way around. Maybe Xavi Simons will be the one. I knew that Alejandro would definitely be a blue. So very, very excited the news came in, but I don't know with Fabrizio Romano, giving different figures all the time, different numbers. But besides that, yeah, thanks very much, man. I'm a very humble and happy person. Very, very long day for me, but I keep striving.
Apparently, the Garnacho deal is the fourth largest outgoing
I'm United.
by United, and I was shocked. I was
40 million.
shocked.
40 million.
It's
That's
nothing,
shocking.
man.
When we are making Hazard at age 30, 80 million, Garnacho 23 years or 22 years, 40 million is the highest.
We got like 120 for Hazard overall as well, didn't
Yeah.
we? All the add-ons and
Yeah.
stuff because they won the Champions League and that.
Yeah.
Mad. Oh, that's so mad. 40 mil, man. 40 mil. We sneeze 40 mil and forget about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's mad because they're such
Yeah.
big spenders as well, aren't
We
they?
sa-
They're
we-
such
we
big
sa-
spenders.
We signed 16-year-olds for 40 million. It's like,
Let me chop this thing real quick so you guys don't forget. I know you were talking about Ruben Amorim, but I didn't hear. There was a report. Amorim gave United a resignation letter. He was quitting United job. That came out around I think February 2025. Sorry, so February this year, he handed Manchester United a letter of him resigning from the football club, and they pat him up. They talked to him to stay in the job. So
I do remember he came out after that press conference when they were doing really bad, wasn't it? And he's like, mate, I'll walk away right now and I won't take no money
Yeah.
or anything. If you lot don't think I'm the right one, I'll leave.
Solskjaer is currently out of a job, so he's available. He just
Yeah,
got
yeah,
sacked
yeah.
today.
He got sacked today, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Besiktas?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Ollie's at the wheel.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back in, to be honest.
Oh, can you imagine? Do you know the funny thing about that? He's been their most successful manager like in the last 5 years. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. I mean, maybe I shouldn't love it this much, but I do love that United are just terrible at the moment. It's so much fun, isn't it?
Nee, do you think my prediction that I did on your stream will come true in regards to where United are going to finish?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Hell
People
yeah.
people laugh, but you know it's gonna be a tough season for them. It is gonna be a tough
If
season.
they don't get rid of the manager, because that style of football, they don't have the personnel to execute that style of football. If they don't get rid of the manager now, because the manager is not looking at the team, he's looking at himself, not looking at the football club, because the style of football doesn't suit the players that he has. Chelsea had the lights over. Chelsea, when Antonio Conte came to Chelsea, he was playing a back four. After a
Yeah,
while, he
that's
realized
true.
that the back four wasn't working for him, and he changed to what he believed in the back three, and he had the likes of skillful Victor Moses playing as a right back, because when he moved forward, he provided more, and then you have the likes of Kante and Matic, who at that time was one of the best midfielders in the world.
Mate, Matic.
Yeah,
Matic
the man,
was
the man,
so good, man. Matic
Yeah.
was so good.
Well,
And do you know-
Chelsea have the perfect players for Ruben Amorim's style to work.
yeah,
If he
yeah.
like he went to United, but if he went to Chelsea, he would have the players that would fit what he wants, how he wants to play. You got Reece James. I mean, even Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell will
Even
probably
Ben Chilwell,
have done
yeah.
unreal for Ruben Amorim because he's that
Yeah.
type of left wing back. But yeah, no, it seems to be on a very downward spiral, fast. A lot faster
feel
than
really-
last season, to be honest.
I feel really actually bad for Amorim, man, because he didn't want to leave.
Yeah, he was sort
Sporting.
of forced into it, wasn't he?
Do you know what I mean? He was like, "No, I want to come at the end of the season," and they were like, "No, it's not now or never. You either come now or
Yeah.
you don't come at all." And so he obviously left, and obviously he's had 6 months of scrutiny. And that's why I feel bad for him because he knew that this was going to happen. Do you know what I mean? He was like, "You haven't got any of the players I want." Do you know what I mean? And so now he's had to like buy all of his new players and that, but he's had so much scrutiny over the last 6 months. Just as a professional, I feel really bad for him because he's kind of been backed into that corner. And you know he was beating Man City in the Champions League with Sporting, man. Do you know what I mean? He had stock in the bank.
Lads, I am gonna just pop out for a bit of fresh air.
Yeah, sweet.
So I'll leave you guys in the capable hands of Kai, Nee, and Matt. I'll be back in a few minutes. They don't have the option to highlight comments, but they will address your comments in the chat. I'll see you guys in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, sweet, man. Let's
Nice.
let's talk about Milo. What Milo Lewis is saying. What's your guys' prediction for Saturday game versus Fulham?
I'm going to go 3-1.
Do you know what? I was literally thinking exactly the same. I was like 3-1 because they're pretty good Fulham, aren't they? They're actually decent.
We always have a. Is it home or away? Is it Craven Cottage?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 3-1. Let's say.
I'll agree with
Fulham have always done well, but I do think we'll concede. I think defensively we're still there's still something there that needs to be fixed or just structured a little bit better, and I think that will come more games into the season. But going forward, I think we'll do well. Are we? Are we home?
I think
or
it's a
away?
Stamford Bridge,
Has to be
actually.
staying home.
I think it's a Stamford Bridge, yeah.
Oh, then the Stamford Bridge may be a 3-0 then. But
Yeah. I mean, well, it depends, doesn't it? Because, like, the defence situation, there's still a situation in it. Like, we'll need to see kind of what's going on with that, to be honest. But yeah, no, I feel pretty confident. 3-1 sounds like a good one to me. But yeah, I like Fulham, man. Yeah, good team, good manager.
yeah. What about you, Nee?
Yeah, I think we'll get a clean sheet from there.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think we take a clean sheet. We haven't had a clean sheet in a while, so I feel like the defense is trying to get themselves together again. That one against West Ham was just a screamer. It was
Yeah.
He could have done better using his left hand instead of using the right hand because you're already going to get a shot instead of using the left hand. So I'm hoping for a clean sheet and still dominate Fulham. Come back from Craven Cottage with 3 points.
Do you reckon Esteval will start in the middle, or do you reckon João Pedro will start with Liam Delap up top?
I think you'll go for the pretty much identical bar. I think he'll go with Reece James as right back.
Yeah.
I think he'll go with almost an identical because Cole Palmer's out now. He won't. I don't even think he'll go international.
No.
I think
I agree with you. I think it's better to start. Although it was a little bit difficult for Estavio, but I still believe that he's natural number 10 compared to Pedro in that middle there.
Yeah.
Although he will learn a little bit, he won't do more of what he was doing before to lose the ball in the middle. He'll be more careful, but still has that talent. Because I remember before he joined us, he said his preferred place is being playing as a 10. But he did very well with Palmeiras playing as on the right hand side. So yeah,
I think that's why it works well with him and Cole Palmer because we saw it in I think it was the Leverkusen game where they were just interchanging the whole time, left, middle right the whole time. So it works well. Yeah. But I have to say, João Pedro did really well in the 10. I thought he was unreal in the 10.
Really good.
So and then on that with Esteval, I know he made the mistake that led to the goal. Although there were enough players after he made the mistake because he lost the ball around the middle of the park. There were enough players around the ball to prevent that shot from happening.
Yeah,
if they stepped out.
But midfielders and attackers lose the ball sometimes, man. It's not necessarily their fault. Do you know what I mean? I'd put more on the defence for that one.
Exactly, and I love to see players with that flair. Like I wouldn't want him to stop doing that. Yes, the only thing that he will need to learn is the timing and how quick to do it because it's the speed and the timing. Because if he did it a little bit quicker, he gets away. But that's what he'll learn. But I want him to still try those things 100%. I don't care if he tries it 5-6 times in matches and loses it 3 or 4 times because there will be those moments where he does it and he breaks away. And then we will get an opportunity and score from it. And I'd rather have those magic moments because that's what we love Cole Palmer for those magic moments. I mean, when he turns in those half spaces on that half turn and just rinses people, or when he wants to take the piss and he tries to... What game was it in the Conference League where he was turning them about 3 or 4 times and then they end up kicking them out? I think it was the Betis game. But I like players that have that flair that can show that magic, and it's not so robotic. It's hard to read. It's hard for defending players to read when players have that little moment of magic that they'll try. So I think Esteval is going to be a breath of fresh air to watch, and I wouldn't get frustrated if a lot of his tricks don't come off because we want to see him because one out of 5 they will come off and we will get something out of it.
Lads, I just want to highlight what Gabriel said and get your take on it. My worry is the last game before international break and at home kind of breeds to complacency. Just hope the players don't get high off Hammers win and take the game for granted. Do you think that we're already there this early in the season? Like, do you think we're one big win after a stodgy draw and we're potentially going to get complacent already?
No. Not. I'd be very surprised if we were, because we had big wins last season. So I think it's way too early. The best thing for us, as harsh as it sounds, has probably been the 0-0 to Crystal Palace, because I think it was a little bit of a wake up call. Because until then, we were pretty much cruising. Bar the who was it? The bit Flamengo in the Club World Cup. We were pretty much cruising after that, and the PSG game definitely hit us on the high. I thought the pre-season games we were pretty dominant in both, and I actually stepped it up towards the end, you know, especially when they went down to 10 men. But I thought we were comfortable. But the Crystal Palace definitely brought us back down to earth, and we saw that
in the low block, wasn't it? It was like,
the
low
block, because we hadn't seen it for a
that.
while. And then it sort of kicked in, and then we went to West Ham. It was a different performance.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting one, man.
I want to ask you guys something, and this is like extremely related. I don't know, Neil, you might have an insight on this. Do you know the hearts thing on the chat? What does that do? Does that like increase viewership?
It's just I think it's good. It's good for engagement. It's not as good as like a like, because you can do it multiple times, can't you? So you can't just like smash it out sort of thing. But it's like, you know, when you go on like an Instagram story or something and you can heart it.
Yeah.
But that's not a like. It's something like that, I think.
It's can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it triggers the algorithm. It's just like a TikTok one. The more you push the likes. I know it's not very common on YouTube, but it's very massive on TikTok. It drives the algorithm just like that. So when they come on, I remember the other day I was live. I had almost about 60 people in live, and I told them all to tap it. The more they tap it, the more the numbers keep going up. It's just like the ordinary likes, but it's telling the algorithm that people love what's going on in the show. It's similar to the likes. So I remember
can we get tapping on the heart and just see what happens? Because I'm quite interested to see if it's gonna increase the viewer count on the stream.
Have you seen the new hype feature that YouTube's added?
I have. Yeah. I'm not really sure if that's. I don't know.
It's kind of like a super like, I think, because you can't just. It's not. You've got to find it. Do you know what I mean? It's not just like there in front of you. So it shows. Yeah. I think it shows that if you go in and you like something so much that you make that little flick and you press it, it's like a super like kind of thing. It's really special. I don't know if they do. I don't know if it's available on streams, but I think it's available on videos for some people.
I know it's available on videos, but I'm going to have a look if it's available on the stream. I can't.
I'll be back in a minute.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Get some fish here.
Those likes, right? You're talking about. It will be right there where the what do you call it? The chat is. Where it pops up.
Yeah, that's there. The hyperlink, I can't see it on. Sorry, the yeah.
I didn't get a notification for you, Mo. I didn't get a notification for this screen.
Really?
Oh, I see. Yeah, an hour ago. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen Stanford Sync. Don't say the game, Mo.
I see there's at least one of you guys smashing that heart button quite heavily. So big up to whoever's doing that. But if we get more people smashing it, just to see.
I do it to myself because I have two accounts. Anytime I go live, I have the other account open. I keep tapping it whilst if I'm not talking, I keep tapping it.
You're not supposed to say that, Nick. You're not supposed to tell people that.
Yeah, someone is doing it. Beautiful. I'm gonna give you 100%. I'll give you 100%. Mine's 100%. You can see it's flying there.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it on there.
It's flying.
Yeah, I see the 100%.
On YouTube. You won't see it in the stream.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it on YouTube. I've got YouTube opened up on my other screen, so I'm looking. We've got 140 likes already. That is amazing. That is fantastic. That's really, really good.
You got
Courtney, Courtney smashing
smashing it up.
the heart. Yeah. Big up to Courtney. Well done, mate. Well done.
I,
All right.
I,
I'm just gonna have a quick check and see if anything has broken since last time I checked. It's just about the Kobe Mainu story at the
Yeah.
moment. Nothing else has come through. But as usual, lads, we will be live until 12 a.m. Just a little bit after, just in case. I mean, last night, literally, as soon as we packed up, news started to come in. A lot of news came in around 12:30, 1-ish last night. But that being said, I have a feeling that we are going to get a Xavi Simons update later on tonight because he's here, and we've not really heard much. Things must have happened today, and I think the likes of Fabrizio, David Ornstein, and others are just waiting to collate that information and to post it.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed though, and this is to you guys in the panel and also the people in the chat. Have you noticed how journalists seem to be reporting the same story within minutes of each other? And it's not just the same story, it's literally, 90% word for word. I'm not going to say 100% word for word, but 90% word for word, as if like they're all agreeing to post it in this time in this particular way, which is really interesting. It's like, is there some sort of like a group chat that they're all in and they're all like deciding, okay, we'll post this now, we'll do it together.
They might have similar sources. That's the only thing. If they've all got a similar source that will give them the same information, again,
it's going to.
Well,
that's the thing.
it depends because again, the news that they get, it's not like if Fabrizio gets it now, they might not be able to post it now. If you know what I mean, there might be a little bit of a time restriction on it, like give it an hour, then post it or something like that. And again, stuff could be happening the last 2 hours, and they might not even know yet, and hence why we probably get some late ones. Because I'd be very surprised if Xavi Simons is sitting up till 1 a.m. discussing deals. Like, I'm pretty sure they would end at probably maybe 11, 12 at max, and then revisit it again early in the morning. So, yeah, I do think it's just because of similar sources, or someone's posting it and we've all got our notifications on. The moment it comes through, copy and paste, whack it out. It takes about 2 seconds, and then it's literally within 2 seconds of each other. So,
I'll think, Kai, this second option is what they're doing. They don't have similar sources, because I don't know David Ornstein very well, but Ornstein have different sources, and because if Ornstein come with figures like 42 million with sell-on clause, and Fabrizio tweeted and has 32 million euros with sell-on clause, similar contract but different figures, and I was like, okay, who is speaking the truth here? So then I wait around and wait a little bit and see. I'm not looking at those that are reporting from others. Let's say to be honest with you, Fabrizio Romano does a lot in his tweets. He waits because there are people that are following Ornstein. So Ornstein tweets within 60 seconds. Fab will also, if Fab did not bring it out, Fab will bring it out and change certain few words, and then either it gives the credit to David Ornstein or it doesn't.
I'm gonna say this. What Courtney has just posted there, I think there's a lot of truth to this. I think this is, I think that it's sad to say, but I think there's a lot of truth to this. And one other thing that I was going to mention, and literally Fabrizio Romano just did it right now. I'm going to show you what he posted a minute ago, and this was something that we saw literally 2 days ago. Where is it? Here it is. It is literally the same post that he posted 2 days ago, with just a slight modification in the wording. Right, so that's a post that he's going to get, a good chunk of cash for. That is literally, even the same pictures. He hasn't even bothered to change the pictures.
That's why I think he's added that the percentage of loading now, because he can just put the same post again and go, oh, it's 10% now. Now it's 20.
Yeah.
Now it's 50. And then he can just recycle that post over and over and over again and make the bucks on it.
You know what? When he does that, he's losing his credibility. And I'm not the one saying it. A lot of people are saying it because Fab.
We said this on the stream a couple of days ago. Literally, he is losing credibility because of that. Yeah, 100%.
So now it looks like I don't pay. Remember I said, I'm tired of Fab because it looks like he's giving the same report. So I'm now not listening to what he's anything about Fab and just getting tired of it. Einstein doesn't do those things. Once in a while, it put in what the deal is about that close. You get what I'm saying? And now a lot of people will tell you when Einstein tweets, it's done. That's what they tell you. But Fab, you have their doubt a little bit on what Fab is saying. So you need to talk
but I suppose it's also a bit difficult, right? So if we look at like the Alejandro Garnacho, the Xavi Simons, like Garnacho was reported in July. So you can't report it in July and then say nothing on it until it's done, because at that point, we've gone from July all the way to pretty much the end of August. You can't have a long period of time saying nothing. Same with the Simmons deal. It's been going on for so long. You kind of have to keep reporting on it, to keep it in the media because it needs to get out there, and nothing has actually materialized from it. So for a journalist's point of view, in terms of them doing their job, the business, they still have to report on the news regardless if it's still repetitive. It's annoying for us because we're sick and tired of seeing the same stuff over and over again. But for them, they have to do it because they need to. And you probably find it's come from the clubs as well. Please keep this information in the media. We want this in the forefront because it helps with deals. We're pushing it and they're pushing it out all the time. It can help you rise a price or bring a price down. Like, how much was the Garnacho thing about Man United want to get rid of him, he doesn't want to be there? That was pushed so much, mainly because it then helped Chelsea drive the price down and get what we wanted because it was pushed so much. So it's a bit of give and take. It's obviously annoying for us because we don't want to see it all the time, but I do get it from their side. If they've got a player that they've reported on a month back and no movement until a month later, they still got to keep reporting on it.
There is another thing as well about the Fabrizio Romano Ornstein thing. I did a video about it the other day. They haven't got the same job, man. Do you know what I mean? They're not the same type of journalist at all. Ornstein is employed by The Athletic. That is his job. His money comes in from The Athletic to do whatever it is that The Athletic tells him to do. Fabrizio Romano is a brand in himself. Do you know what I mean? All of Fabrizio Romano's tweets and all of the things he does, like, that's where all of his income comes from. So David Ornstein has the luxury of only needing to post when he's got the information, when it's important, and it doesn't benefit him to do it anymore. Do you know what I mean? So David Ornstein can come in, drop a bomb, and then go, right, cool, that's me done. That helps with my presence, but at the end of the day, he's still getting paid by The Athletic to do whatever else it is that he's doing. Fabrizio Romano is self-made at the end of the day, isn't he? And he's kind of like his own business. So he's a lot more self-interested, that is ultimately what is but bringing down his credibility slightly over time. But the more I looked into it, the more the David Ornstein comparisons are a bit unfair, because Ornstein doesn't need to chase around and have a million contacts in his phone and be on the phone, like 10 hours a day, finding out about all these deals and tweeting all the time, because David Ornstein just does what he needs to do for The Athletic. Do you know what I mean? And it was the same before when he worked for the BBC. So it's two very different, like, Fabrizio Romano is a social media journalist. Do you know what I mean? David Ornstein is a professional journalist who works for a professional outlet.
I was going to ask you a similar question. You already gave me the answer, so I have to zip my mouth. I was going to ask you, did Fab really went to school? Is he a journalist or is he a reporter? Because
No.
I'm a reporter myself, but I didn't go for journalism.
Fab used to work for Sky Sports, so he is a journalist, but he's now what's the word? He's
freelance.
He's freelance. Yeah. So he provides a service to whoever's going to pay him the money. Two things I want to highlight. So this is a message on Instagram from Garnacho's brother. He's already started his. It's a positive message. Yeah, it's a positive message. So here we go, brother.
Hopefully it stays that way.
So it's a positive one. So respect to that. But then we've got a question here from Omar. big up to you, Omar. Welcome.
When you get a
to,
chance,
to the
DJ,
stream.
Mo, can you send it to me in my inbox on X if you get a chance? That tweet.
Yeah, I'll forward it to you. I'll forward it to you.
When you get a chance.
So this is a message from Omar, or it's a question from Omar, and he says, "Do you guys think Tyreek George will be included in the Xavi deal, or will it be a straight cash?" I mean, I'm inclined to believe that it'll be a straight cash type of deal. I don't think players being included is an option anymore, especially with the time that we have left in this window. But I'll let you guys address it as well.
I think it'll be
No,
a
I
separate
agree with
deal.
you, man.
Yeah.
Separate deal.
Yeah,
They want the
I think
cash.
yeah. And they want a lot of cash as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They want a lot of
Exactly.
cash.
And then the 14, was it 40% sell-on clause? And all that stuff.
Man,
That's,
that's mad, isn't it?
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
40%.
no one's forking out a long-term 50 mil on Tyreek George right now when he's played like 15 games for us. Do you know what I mean? It's like, nah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're buying talent and age. That's how they sell the players these days.
You're buying potential, man. And it's like, I think with Tyreek George, we've seen a few moments from him, like the Fulham game and whatever, where you're seeing that he can do a job and that. But I see a lot of, and just a quick response to this message that's coming from Rabah.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people saying that Tyreek George is better than Garnacho, and I'm like, for me, there is nothing tangible to say that that's the case at all. Tyreek George looks like he could be a real talent, but he just hasn't played enough professional football to even nearly make that comparison. Garnacho's got 3 years playing in the Premier League and has got good numbers for a kid of his age in a team that did really badly last season. Tyreek George is, Garnacho's played coming up to 100 games. It'll be over 100 games by the end of the season now, and he'll be 22 years old by the time he's played 100 games. Tyreek George hasn't cracked 30 yet in professional football.
Yeah. I just want to address, because God of Frogs is basically said there. So even if you have watched Tyreek George in the under-21s, under-18s, and I've watched quite a few games of the under-18s, they all, generally the Chelsea players, we're like the standout academy. We always have been for a very, very long time. And players generally are amazing in that level. It is completely different playing in the under-18s, under-21s, and coming in to being a first-teamer in the Premier League. It is a massive difference because you're going from playing kids to playing fully grown adults, which muscles are bigger, they've been around the game for a lot longer, their experience is better, they're faster. It is a completely different ball game. So though players...
There's more on the line as well, man.
Exactly,
just
the
more
pressure.
on the line.
You don't have that kind of pressure in the youth academy. It's a great place for players to nourish, to flourish, and develop their game 100%. And they didn't always have like the under-21s, the under-23s, and the development squads. They didn't have that, but it was an opportunity that they brought in for the clubs to give these players. Go on, in.
We have something breaking. I've seen it on my phone, but I'm not. Okay, here we go. It's on here. Let me bring it up. Again, I'm not sure how reliable the source is, but PYS has posted this, and he says Fermin Lopez wants to stay at Barcelona.
Yeah.
So that might be the end of that one.
And that's the prelude to the here we go for Xavi Simons, really, isn't it?
I think I read a similar thing earlier on where they said it's all up to the player. If the player wants to move on, they will let him. But
that's the thing. The Fermin, there was never any real indication from either side that he wanted to leave. But just as I said, to revisit the youth side, it is a great opportunity for them to flourish, but coming into the Premier League and Tyreek George has definitely shown glimpses of what he can do, and I think we even mentioned it back in the AC Milan. He's definitely grown, like from the Club World Cup to where he's come back now. He's grown, but he needs to go and get game time. He needs to go play at not a lower level side in a sense, but I wouldn't say the best thing for him is to come play for Chelsea this season, stay at Chelsea, where he's not going to get a lot of minutes. Maybe the Carabao Cup start, maybe the early stages of the FA Cup, but as that progresses, he'll probably then fade in. It would be better for him if it was to go for a loan. To go for a team like Roma would be brilliant for him. It'd be unreal. I love when we send players to Dortmund. I think Dortmund is another great club to go to, but it does look like it's going to be a permanent with a sell-on clause. But for me personally, I would put Garnacho above Tyreek George.
Yeah,
He's played
same as
more
that, man.
games. He's got more experience. He's also done it in the big games, in finals.
Under pressure.
So, and under pressure, like how he's had loads of pressure since coming into the United squad. And it's not just the United squad. The United team have had so much pressure for so many years now because they expect them to be at the top. And they
If
haven't been
anything,
able to do it.
that only speaks even more to why we should be excited about Garnacho. Do you know what I mean? I've mentioned it a few times, man. Like, United's performances have been getting worse and worse and worse. And
Yeah.
Garnacho's numbers have been getting better. They went from 3rd to 8th to 15th, and Garnacho scored more goals and got more assists every single season whilst that was happening. That in itself is amazing, man. Do you know what I mean? Because normally what happens when your team doesn't do well, your performance levels go down, your numbers drop. Do you know what I mean? It's just totally normal, isn't it? But Garnacho has actually bucked that trend completely by managing to focus solely on his own performance, even in that really bad team, and carry on doing better and better. So I am excited to see what he can do in a team that suits him. And a team that is on the up as well. Do you know what I mean? In the Champions League, looking like, we're not far away from a Premier League challenge and stuff. Do you know what I mean? This is a really, really big step for Garnacho to come to our team. But at the same time, purely based on his stats and how he's done over the last few seasons, man, I think it's going to be a good move for the price as well, man. 40 mil is not bad at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Just want to say a big thank you to everyone in the stream. We've hit 123 likes. And I just want to encourage you guys to subscribe as well. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe. I have to be honest. We don't stream every day, but this is this is something that we have to do because it's the last week of the transfer window. So we are streaming daily. But if you want to check out this panel, check out this content, it will come every Sunday night at 10 p.m. We will stream every Sunday night at 10 p.m. That is a regular show. This is something that we're doing specifically for the transfer window, specifically for the last week. But yeah, if you enjoy this content, please subscribe. Really, really appreciate it. And guys, don't forget to subscribe to the boys you see down there. Stanford Sink, great channel, great content. Behind the Dugout, even better channel, even better content. Then you got Lee Zion, Blue Clouds Media. Blue Clouds Media, specifically streaming content. If you want to interact, if you enjoy interaction content, Blue Clouds Media, Lee Zion, really, really good streams on a daily basis. I know he takes a bit of time off on the weekend, family and whatnot. But during the week, he's streaming at least once every day. So make sure you guys go check it out as well.
I did 2 streams today.
Listen, guys, he did 2 streams today. That is, overtime for you guys. So please go show some love. Please go show some love. We've got 103 of you currently in the stream. Thank you all for being here. Please smash that like button. And also, think about becoming a member on the Blue Lounge. I do have a very, very small membership list. I'd like to increase that. So if you are able, it's $2.99 a month. And at the moment, all I'm offering is emojis. So, that's what you get for $2.99. You get 5 emojis. But yeah, if you wanna become a member, really, really appreciate it. It just helps the channel to grow, and it keeps on the lights, I guess. So it is what it is. All right, we have got some more news. Let me just double check. We've got a couple of things to look at. No, it's not. It's not Chelsea related. Lads, also, if you wouldn't mind following the Twitter account or the X account of the Blue Lounge, would really help to boost the presence of the Blue Lounge on Twitter. So if you're not following on Twitter, it's the same name, the Blue Lounge, Mo Kasim. Just go on there and smash that follow button. Really appreciate it. All right, that's enough plugs for now. Fulham.
There's something.
What-
Yeah, there's something.
what's-
Yeah. There is something more. It just
Re-
20,
what-
21 seconds ago.
It hasn't come up on my feed. Let me look at my phone.
Vince said if Juventus.
Oh, I'm not following.
can
I'm not
close
following
the deal-
Vince.
Oh,
Tell me what
it's
does it
from
say?
Damasio.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
If Juventus can't close the deal for Callum Werner, Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson is a target from Damasio.
You know what? Nicholas Jackson's situation is gonna kick off. I think tomorrow is gonna be all about Nicholas Jackson. Chelsea do have the loan option with Bayern Munich. It looks like that. A lot of work has been done on that, but Chelsea don't want a loan; they want to sell him. And I think tomorrow might be a big day for Nicholas Jackson. What's your expectation, lads?
I feel like he's going to go on loan to Bayern, to be honest. I think even if Juventus are interested and they don't get Colomwani, I just don't think they have the money to afford what we want them to pay. Unless they ask for a loan as well, and then it doesn't really make sense. I don't know if we've seen any more information on the loan fee. Do we know what that is? I know it was reported around 10 million, but I
10,
haven't
Yeah,
seen
that's
£10
all
million
I've seen.
pounds.
10
Is
million.
it still
yeah.
10?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be Bayern, unless Newcastle for me was the one that was going to come in, but that seems to be done now.
I think for Nicholas Jackson, he's got no ties to the UK. Do you know what I mean? Just looking in isolation at the two different projects and what each project has and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if Newcastle do come in with a bid, like a money bid, which they probably won't now because they've signed Walter Mada. Do you know what I mean? But even if they did, he's like, nah, man, I'll go Munich. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'll go and play with Harry Kane and
It's the
and
pool,
Elise,
innit?
and I'll probably win a league title in my first season. Do you know what I mean? Champions League, they'll go deeper in the Champions League than Newcastle will. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did anyone see Newcastle's games, by the way? I didn't even think about that. That'd be interesting for the Champions League draw.
Let me say this real quick. Then we can move into Champions League draw. With Nicholas Jackson, I think he's done in England right now. And abroad would be the perfect place for Nicholas Jackson. But I have the guy from Germany. He was in my one of my streams. I'm not sure if it's in the morning or the live draw stream that I did. He was telling me how the German people see Nicholas Jackson's play. They said they have a lot of finishers. Nicholas Jackson for that play is very, very good. If he can improve a little bit, they rate Nicholas Jackson more than we do. There is no place for him at Newcastle United. Newcastle United scouters put a report out on Nicholas Jackson, and he doesn't fall within that category, and they are not in for Nicholas Jackson. I know there's been reports saying that the Jackson, they're trying to wait on Jackson to see if they can get better deal on where the Isak deal. Where Isak goes, either he stays or he goes to Liverpool. But I feel like Liverpool will still get their man because reports were coming in from Fabs and the rest that Liverpool has two big moves to make before the transfer window comes to an end. But I don't think the list and how they categorize the scouting directors look at the players they're looking for. Nicholas Jackson doesn't fall within that category, so he's off.
What, for Munich?
Yeah, he'll be at Newcastle. No, for Newcastle, he won't go there. I'm sure.
Well, there was after the Nick Waltermay thing went and we got the here we go. They were saying that Newcastle would still be in for another attacker. They were still talking about Strand Larsen, but obviously Wolves don't want to sell him. They've rejected both the bids. It's just I don't see them paying 60-70 million pounds for Waltermaid and then paying 60-70 million pounds for Jackson, paying 140. They basically would need to sell Isak for 150 million just to have 10 million profit. Otherwise,
Maybe
they would.
Newcastle could come in for David Datro Fofana after Walter Mada.
Yeah,
30 mil, mate. 30 mil. You can
30 mil.
take
Yeah,
him.
you'll have him, mate. Yeah, it could be, but yeah, I feel like Bayern Munich is going to be where he's going to end up. I don't see the Juventus thing Because wasn't
They're just-
Colomboani
they're
at
even-
Juventus anyway, like on loan?
No, he was on loan. Yeah, he's PSG
Yeah.
player, isn't he?
Yeah. So I feel like I feel he'll just end up going back.
Because we were linked with him right at the start of the window before we brought
Yeah.
in, maybe even before we brought in Liam Delap. You know, I can't remember,
Yeah.
but I remember looking into it and being like, "Well, I don't know about this," because it was like 80 mil or something. They
I think
wanted for him.
I think
do
it
you
was
know what I mean?
after. It was definitely after Liam Delap, because I think the Liam Delap thing was almost instant, because
Yeah,
it was
that's
like
true,
the
that's
30
true.
million thing.
Yeah, it was
I
just
think
like
it
a
was
snap, wasn't it?
like before João Pedro, because we were still
Yeah.
talking about Osimhen and things like that afterwards. Because you remember the reports coming out going like, we are going to get a big money signing. You remember they were saying that,
Yeah.
like, you know, be prepared.
Yeah.
And then it was like
It's 60
Osimhen,
mil.
Gyökeres.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then Colomboani come up because the Osimhen went dead and we weren't going to go for him. So
I'm so glad we didn't go for Osimhen, man. I was just like, don't get me wrong. I know he's a wicked player in that, but I don't think he fits the system. And I was just terrified of Lukaku 2.0.
yeah, it's the money. But then saying that, he was only what 64 million, I think he was. It was around about
Was
the
it?
same price as. Yeah, it was, because obviously
Oh, I
the
thought it was
original
more than
price
that.
was.
It was
Nah,
It was the wages though, wasn't it? It was he wanted
Yeah,
300k a week. That's why
yeah.
we didn't get him. And back in January when George Benson spent all day on the stream.
Yeah.
But that's why we didn't get him back then, isn't it? Because he was like, I want 300k a week, and they're like, and that means that he actually wants like 400 plus, because he wanted 300k a week after tax.
Yeah.
So he wanted literally like 450k a week, and it was just like, nah, man, that's like 4 players that we can pay for that. That's not happening.
The only thing with the thing with Osimhen is he's a great finisher. Like that is, you know, we
So he's
up until that's up until the João Pedro and Liam Delap thing sort of kicked off and
Yeah,
they started banging in goals. We're so desperate to have a striker scoring goals regularly,
Yeah, that's true.
putting all the chances. So I think it was less about, or let people were looking less about the system and just the fact, can we just get someone up front that is a clinical finisher? And obviously he was one of the best around, wasn't he?
I just want to show you guys something. So this is as it stands right now. So Chelsea have literally sold £288.1 million worth of players, and if you want to add on, if you include the add-ons, it's £317.4 million worth of players just in this window. And if you look at the list of the players that we've sold, that's a madness. That's a
Good
madness.
money, man.
It's
the
a
first
lot
time
of
in a while
players.
we've sold more than we've bought as well, isn't it? Like in
Yeah.
terms
Yeah.
of money, normally we can't allow spend, but
I mean, Noni Madueke is
outrageous.
bigger than the
Pretty
fourth
top.
largest transfer that Manchester United have done in their history.
Yeah.
It's just Noni Madueke, yeah. Christopher Nkunku also, you know, it's like close to it. I mean, we've sold what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 players in one transfer window. 15 players, lads.
And there's still a few
I
more
hope
to
it
go.
stops soon, man.
And we've
I
still got,
can't-
we've still got Raheem Sterling, we've still got Ben Chilwell, Tyreek George
It's like that.
potentially.
But you think if we're getting it to it now, we're getting a lot of these players out that have needed to go for a few seasons. That we hopefully getting to the end of it now, because we haven't, though we've brought in players, we haven't brought in the amount of players that we have done for like the last 3 seasons. So there's not going to be a lot to shift on, although we obviously have the likes of Paez, Quenda, Omega all coming back in the forward line, and you'll have a few defenders come back. But yeah, well, I think once they've got a lot of this deadwood out, we won't see this again. I don't think we'll see as many as we've seen this window, at least.
I don't
think he's
think
gonna
Paez
go?
is ever going to see Chelsea first team, man. I think
No.
I think there's attitude problems already, because he was supposed to go. He was supposed to be in the Club World Cup squad, and because he joined ages ago. Do you know what I mean? Long before Esteval did. He's been with us for like 6 months or something, just like chilling at the training grounds and that. And initially it was like, yeah, you're going to be in our Club World Cup squad, and then he got omitted from that. And I've got this feeling, and he's not even playing every game for Strasbourg at the moment. He's coming on as a sub sometimes, but I think that he's not proven to be the professional wonder talent that we thought we were getting already. I think it's a big season for him at Strasbourg, but I've got a feeling that even if he does well at Strasbourg, I've got a feeling he'll never see the Chelsea first team.
No, I feel like he's sold.
I totally agree with God of Fog on this one. I did not want to see Petrovic go. I like him as a goalkeeper. I really like him.
I really like Petrovic. Great shout, man.
I think,
Great shout.
Petrovic had an unreal season at Strasbourg. He deserved at least the opportunity to show something, and he didn't.
He deserved it after the season with Poch. Do you know what I mean? He deserved it literally just from how well he played for Pochettino because he became our number one goalkeeper out of nowhere.
To be fair,
he did a really good job.
Should have probably sent alarm bells, and it probably did for some, that he has been our number one up, when he took over Sanchez, and immediately he's come in, or Maresca's come in, and they've gone, no, you have to use Sanchez, mainly because they're thinking about selling him next season. That's
only 25 mil.
Do you know what? Just one thing before we go to Nate. If we look at the list of players that we've sold, we look at the list of the players that we've bought. I don't have it on the screen, but we can, we can mention them. So we've got Gittins, we got Esteval. We bought before this window, but he came in this window. Esteval, Gittins, Delap, João Pedro, Joel Hato, Asugo. I mean, even if we end it here, even if this Xavi Simons deal doesn't happen, I mean, I'd like it to happen, but I'm saying even if it doesn't happen, we've had a really good window. Garnacho,
great window.
Garnacho. So I'll let Nee kick us off on this one, but I think this transfer window has been a success, even without this Xavi Simons deal.
100% agree.
Nee, take it away, Nee.
Yeah, I was saying what I was saying about Petrovic is when he came in, Sanchez when he was assistant goalkeeper to Sanchez was not performing that great. He's making a lot of mistakes, but unfortunately for Petrovic, Sanchez started picking up form, getting better in the latter part of the season, and things got really good for Sanchez. So bringing him back, thinking if we have had the same kind of Sanchez that we have in the middle of the season when he was making so many mistakes that led to goals, definitely it would have been easy for Petrovic to jump in. But after all the success, Sanchez helping qualifying to Champions League, helping with Club World Cup and all that performance, you think that okay, at least you have to reward this player with where he was, reward him with these number one spot. And if things getting bad and it's not developed, it's not getting any better, given this season, then we have players that can replace him as time goes on. So I'll say it's very, very unfortunate for Petrovic, but he also did not do it well in terms of how he felt like leaving the football club. It did not end well with Chelsea. I think he was having what was that again? Did he feel like he was back and forth with Chelsea? He said, "I'm not coming to be a number two, so you gotta have to sell me," which I think that wasn't right from Petrovic.
I think I clocked that message you put up from Wilder. I think it was about Penders. I think Penders is the reason that we're not buying a goalkeeper right now. I think
the game today, there's one pass that he played out from the back. I'm trying to send it to Mo on X. It is unreal, unreal. Hold on. You talk, mate. I'll try and get this over to Mo. You've got to see this pass.
All right.
Yeah, okay. But I think my whole theory on the goalkeeper situation is there's no goalkeeper that's worth spending the money on because we want a really specific type of player who's worth bringing in right now when we've got Penders who could be ready in a season or two max. Do you know what I mean? So I think instead of spending loads of money on a goalkeeper, they want to create one. I think Mike Penders, what's he like, 6'7" as well, isn't he? He's massive,
he's massive.
Like proper tanky, massive matey boy. And he just looks decent, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't like because he's Belgian. Everyone's like the second coming of Courtois, and I'm like, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want another Courtois. Obviously, Courtois was amazing, but that ended rather acrimoniously, and I would not like to see something like that again. But I think Penders is our future number one. I think it's going to take a new keeper coming out of nowhere that is exactly what we want and young and really good and fits the profile. I think it's going to take something like an Esteval style keeper coming out of absolutely nowhere is the only other thing I think that will. And like I say, for me, that's backed up by the Mike Maignan thing. He's 29. He was getting towards the end of his contract. We were only looking at paying like 8 million quid for him. Do you know what I mean? We were really just looking for a stopgap keeper, and then we might have sold Sanchez. But because Sanchez did so well in the Club World Cup, he gets the season, and I think Penders will come back next year, and I think Sanchez will be out. Probably Jorgensen as well, to be honest, because he doesn't want to. He's come out at some point, hasn't he? Being like, "I'm not here to be a backup," and it's like, "All right, Philip, sit down."
That pass is top class, man.
It's unreal, isn't it?
This Fabregas type of pass, Iniesta, Xavi.
It's pinged as well. It's not. It's not in the air.
Pinged. No.
Straight through.
He's picked him out and it's straight through to him. He's picked him out. Yeah, man. And to have the balls to do that, because that's a really, really. I mean that is what we want to see at Chelsea. We want to see someone who can do that. Definitely.
See if I can send it over to the guys.
I can't play it, unfortunately, lads. Because for copyright issues, I can't play it on the screen. But it's a really telling post. That's the best way to describe it. We have got, I would say, another 10 minutes left on the stream, so we're gonna go 5 minutes past 12. If anything does come up, we will address it. I am gonna go for my second fresh air break, and I'll leave you in the capable hands of Nee, Kai, and Matt. I'll be right back. And while I'm waiting, actually, Courtney, how many likes do we have? I haven't checked. So let us know how many.
138.
138. All right, so I'm going to go for about 5 minutes. When I come back, I'd like to see 150. Yeah, so lads, get smashing them like buttons. And I'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes.
I'm not sure if you guys have discussed the transfer. Not transfer, sorry. The Champions League draw.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? Because I don't think you were here when we did it yet, were you?
No, I wasn't.
How do you feel about who we got?
It's very exciting. One team that I want to meet this time and see who their Lamine Yamal think he is facing our Cole Palmer. It's really going to happen right in our doorsteps at Stamford Bridge. I'm excited to see one, and I think and also the one in Allianz Arena with Bayern Munich will be another one exciting to watch, because they'll be missing out on Musiala will be gone, and Alphonso Davies will also play that game. It will be another exciting game to watch.
Well, yeah, you got Elise though, haven't you?
Yeah,
he's started. He's done well at Bayern, but he started this season really good.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
make sure we don't get those
on that side.
Because
that's same with the was it Yamal side? He'll be on Cucurella's side as well, won't he?
Yeah.
So no, I'm happy with all the teams in the draw. To be fair, and it's funny we said Carabao yesterday.
Yeah.
We ended up getting them, didn't we?
Mate, Paphos, that should be a fun one.
David Luiz, isn't he? David Luiz plays for Paphos.
Oh, David Luiz at Paphos, is he? Yeah, mate. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't got the hair anymore though, has he?
I'm gonna tweet him. He needs to grow it. He needs to grow it before we play.
Yeah, we'll get a wig on, man. Get a wig on.
Special hair stuff. I don't know, but
he's got to bring back back at the bridge, man. Yeah, 100%. Nah, mate, I'm actually really up for that, man. Just because they're brand new to the Champions League, and it's, you know what I mean. Just is that away or home? Actually, is that one? Is that at the bridge, or is that? Are we going Paphos, mate? Are we going Cyprus?
Paphos, let's have a look. I feel like
no, it's at a bridge. It's at a bridge. It's at a bridge.
Is it a bridge?
Okay.
Yeah, it's at a bridge.
Oh, that's cool, man. I'll have a little welcome home. David Luiz was a great player, man. Much respect.
To be fair, it's better for David Luiz to come to Stamford Bridge than for us to go there, because we will get to see him.
Everyone was happy when they realized that David Luiz will return to Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. That's cool.
We've also got that striker, that kiddie. Who does he play for? Kuwait, the Kazakhstan team. They're playing Arsenal. The kiddie that plays up front for them. Satpayev, I want to say his name is. I could be butchering it.
Man. Do you know what I did see? You know the Grimsby United game. George
of
McEachran,
love.
mate. Do you remember George McEachran?
George McKechnie, yeah.
Yeah,
Brother
he,
George.
he
Midfielder. Is it midfielder?
I think he scored one of the penalties against United in the Grimsby game.
We've had a couple of brothers, haven't we? Josh McEachran, George McEachran, and what's it? Nathaniel
Chalobahs.
Chalobah, Trevor Chalobah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is Manchester United spending 80 million on Rasmus Højlund, and now Napoli is agreeing
40
on
mil.
a deal for 40 million?
Oh, there we go.
Oh mate, it's
Great.
so tragic. I love it. I love it so much. Oh,
That's a
mate.
big loss. That's a big
Yeah.
loss.
Do you know what? I'm surprised. I'm surprised the United situation hasn't created something like AFTV yet. Do you remember? Because obviously Arsenal created AFTV because it had been really bad, and I'm surprised the United fans aren't there yet, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like even Adam McCauley, he's probably the one I see the most of, and he's still somehow managing to be quite positive through it all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Obviously,
Syed TV does the old car park thing, doesn't he? You seen that?
no, I
So
don't know.
if they were playing it, you know, at what's it, the Theatre of Nightmares, last night instead, that's what it is, isn't it? They've gone from a football club to a comedy club now.
Oh, mate,
If they
it's
were there, he
amazing.
would have been sat in the car park, you know, trying to square up to all the players, 100%. But 140 likes now. Woo.
Yes, chat.
That went up fast.
Yes, Courtney's been on it, mate. What an absolute champ. You're basically like the mod of this stream, man. Do you know what I mean? What an absolute geezer.
Let's have a look, see if there's any chats that we've missed.
Courtney, I'm gonna need you tomorrow to help me get that down. for
Someone
me.
said overrated club. I don't know who they're referring to though.
United.
Obviously. Yeah,
Jack
clearly.
Kloss.
100% United.
People still talk
I
about
No
think
one's overrated
I think
United at the moment.
Goldbridge is becoming closer to the AFTV vibe recently. What do you guys think?
I think
Yeah.
he's kind of getting away from being a strictly United guy, though, isn't he? He's kind of turning into more general football, and obviously, he does his bits about United and stuff. I guess the thing with AFTV though is it was the group of them, wasn't it? It was the collection that made it special, like Claude and Ty, and do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even DT, despite him being a absolute jab end by the end of it. Do you know what I mean?
And I think the narrative that the narrative was really spot on at that time, because
Yeah.
it was the negative. Negativity sells more than positive
Ah, yeah,
news.
yeah.
So they have a certain characters that are more of the actors, having one
Yeah.
with one who's always making the news behind the EFTV. They bring that stuff in, which is what's his name? This guy that is Mrs. Up and all that stuff. And then they have Claude. Yeah, it's time to go. Then they have one person that he can never find anything negative about the football club. Ty.
Yeah.
He has
Ty,
nothing
mate.
negative.
Ty and
Everything
his
is
little
positive.
Arsenal headphones and his Arsenal water bottle and his Arsenal jacket and his Arsenal gloves and mate, I loved it, man. I loved it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nothing is bad for Ty.
Anytime he speaks, Invincibles, like who cares about Invincibles? It's like
Yeah.
Invincibles.
You see
They
nothing
actually
wrong
lost
with
games
that.
that season as well, just not in the Prem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
delusional.
yeah,
I call him delusional.
Yeah, they got
Yeah, it's
90 points that season. I mean, it's seventh highest tally in the Premier League. You know,
It's always the question, isn't it? It's like
yeah.
It's like when Chelsea. It's always the question: what would you rather do, be in a team that went invincible, or be in a team that only conceded 15 goals in a season? And it's like, you take 15 goals in a season, wouldn't you? Were we not 1 or 2 games off being invincible in that season anyway? Do you know what I mean? And we still only conceded 15 goals. Unbelievable.
We got 95 points in that season, by the way. So in that season, we had a better tally than what Arsenal had in the Invincible season. So
it's one thing I really like from Rory Jennings. Actually, I know he's quite, a lot of people not a big fan. I actually quite like Rory Jennings, but he always says that Invincibles weren't even Arsenal's best team. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Debatable. I actually think that team was really good. I mean,
You've got to be to go
players-
invincible, though, don't you, Rick?
yeah. I mean, they had some top players that were in the prime of their career, and they were like some of the best players on the planet, like Thierry Henry, what's his name, Perez at the time as well. So those players were really, really good. Sign me, not a chance, mate. Not
Get
a
out
chance.
of here, Nana.
Listen. Onana, thank you for jumping on the stream. I want to ask you to be smashing that like button and the heart, that little heart emoji, and that will be all we want from you. All right, you can stay as far away from our nets as possible.
We'll pay
please.
United to just keep you, mate.
To keep you, yeah. We'll pay them. We'll pay them 41 million, which will make it,
Yeah.
the fourth largest. Yeah.
That reminds me. You remember when Arsenal
Scouting.
Arsenal put in the bid for Suarez for 40 million and £1
and
pound?
a pound.
The pound.
Ridiculous. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll 40 million, and then we'll add the £1 for Onana to stay at United.
I'm not sure who's been scouting these players for Manchester United, but Onana, he sees himself as an outfield player, not a goalkeeper. That's how he sees himself. He can travel the ball to the center circle when his defenders are there. He won't give them the ball. And
The thing is, he looked so good at, was it AC Milan? Prior.
I actually, because we were linked to
Inter.
him. And
We were linked to him.
Ajax.
Was it Inter?
Yeah,
Inter Milan, yeah.
Yeah,
He
it was
looked
Inter.
unreal. Oh, yeah, because mine's at AC. He looked unreal. And, yeah, I mean, the Grimsby game, God.
Yeah, man.
It was
Yeah,
terrible.
Onana.
No,
Onana.
Nana. Get him out. No, Nana. Get him
yeah,
out.
the meaning of his
Ajax.
name,
He was at Ajax.
is
He was at Ajax when we were linked to him. You're
Yeah.
right. Waldo. He was at Ajax.
Yeah,
it
we
was
were linked to him,
Ajax
yeah.
Inter, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ajax Inter United.
I remember we were linked to Onana and that Argentinian left back. What's his name? I remember his name. Argentinian left back.
Tagliafico.
Yeah,
Tagliafico. That's it. Yeah.
Another one.
That's the one.
Another one. Looks like
That's when we got Ben Chilwell, wasn't it? That's when we got Ben Chilwell,
Yep.
and that ended up being
100%.
the right thing to do.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel bad for Ben Chilwell, man. I hope something sorts out for him. He doesn't deserve this. He's just not the
No.
right player for us anymore. Do you know what I mean? He was such a good professional and a really good player for us. I hope he finds happiness somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No.
belong in the bomb squad.
Yeah. No. He's a Champions League winner. He's a loyal servant. He's been a proper professional.
Yeah,
So
he's never kicked off, man.
Yeah, never.
Yeah.
Never. Yeah. Lads, it is 6 minutes past 12. Are we what are we thinking? We'll knock off at 10 past. We'll give it a couple more minutes.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give it a
a
couple
couple more
minutes.
minutes. 10 past 12. If we don't get nothing, then we'll
Well,
just call it a night. Go on, Neil.
Yeah, chat's been popping.
How long you got?
Have a few.
What do you mean?
How long you got? How long you got?
How long we got?
We potentially 3 more minutes, but if something pops
Three.
off in the next 3
All right.
minutes, yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
I don't like leaving before streams come to an end. I don't like doing that. So
Yeah,
if you have
I mean,
few more
yeah.
minutes, I'll hang around. I've been sitting for almost about talking football,
I know.
sitting for 13 hours.
Yeah.
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 After my second stream, there's a WhatsApp call and they just jumped me into it. And I was just cutting potatoes and then listening into it and talking at the same time. And from there, I left to go pick up my son from football game, from football practice. Then drove over here. As soon as I got home, couldn't even go back to the sink. I went straight in the studio to talk to you guys.
Have we hit 150 yet? Have we hit 150? Because I'd love to hit 150 before we sign off.
Six more
Have we
likes.
hit 150?
6 more
You
nights.
need
Six
six
more.
more to get.
Lads,
Come on.
let's get 6 more likes before.
I've already done mine. Kai, have you dropped your like? Drop your like and then we'll get it.
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I have.
Yeah. If Kai drop his like and then Matt
I've
drop
just
his
dropped one.
like. Oh, we got one more. One more to go.
One more to
I've
go.
just dropped one.
Yeah, one more to go. One more to go.
I want to
and then
see.
Yeah,
I
2
wanna see
minutes,
if
lads.
anyone's
2
streaming.
minutes.
Come on.
I want to see if anybody's streaming that we can raid their channel right at the end of this one. Just having a quick
Oh,
look.
if we passed it, 153. It's gonna
Fantastic.
Yes,
That's
nice.
That was rapid.
that's I think that's a record for our streams for the past
Yeah,
transfer window.
153.
Mate, we were on 4 hours the other night and we got like 145. So to get over 150 in 2 hours, that's wicked.
2
man.
hours, yeah. No, that's wicked. That's wicked. Courtney, shout out to you, brother. You have been doing a madness. You have been doing a madness.
I was saying earlier, man, Courtney's like the mod of the stream, isn't he?
I wish
Yeah,
there
he
was an
was on my
option
stream
where
for
I
good
can
streams
make
and
him, make him like a super mod, but we don't have the option. If we had, that would be
Make his little C have like a cape behind him and everything.
yeah.
Courtney is all. I mean, he's always on my stream. Also, he does that. Very, very good person.
Yeah, good lad,
Very
man.
consistent. I have one co-palm. I made him a mod recently. But
I think he was. Cole Palmer was also in here, I think, right at the beginning.
I think I saw him in the
Yeah, I
stream
thought I saw
earlier.
his name.
We've had loads of good people in the chat over the last few
Yeah.
days, man. It's been wicked. Really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
the
they
message
go around,
fly,
they
didn't they?
circle around. They're very, very consistent people, and they help, streamers that are, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little community, innit, man? Just like we're all in it for the same reason. We all love Chelsea and we all want to chat about it.
Yeah.
Let's
This
have a
this
look
work,
and
I'm not sure if you
see.
guys know. This
Apart from
work-
Andrea Nano.
Yeah.
No. Listen. If Andrea Onana has hit the like button, then you are welcome on the stream. Just don't.
155. 155.
Who is streaming that we can raid? Having a look. There's no one that I know who is currently streaming that we can raid.
I was there. Big up to Andrew, first time in the stream. He's off to bed now. He's just popped that message right there.
Yeah, I see that. Andrew. I see that.
See you next time, mate. See you next time.
No, but
See you
I've
next
seen you before. I've seen Andrew before.
Oh.
I've seen him before.
He's a smart-looking gentleman. Those are some
Yeah.
nice glasses.
Yeah.
Means
yeah.
business.
Andrew, thank you for being here. Looking forward to seeing you in future streams. There's a guy called Savage Talks Football, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Oh, he's not streaming. It's upcoming. Never a foul. No, I'm not reading Never a foul. Who are we reading? There's no one really. Okay. There's no one to raid. Lads, it is now 11:12. I am going to have one last look at the updates, if we have anything. Last update was from Ben Jacobs. Do you know what? The last update that we actually had from anyone was about 45 minutes ago.
It's been a good
For
news day, man.
Fabrizio Romano's last tweet was 50 minutes ago.
He's
So
gone
I
to bed
think,
now, isn't he?
I think it's quieting down now. Lads, we are going to be streaming every night up until deadline day. And again, when is the Fulham game? Is it Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday 12:30, early kickoff.
12:30 early kickoff. Yeah. Shall we do a match preview in our stream tomorrow? What do you guys think?
It's Friday
Yeah,
tomorrow,
we
isn't it?
can-
Cool, man.
Yeah,
it's come
tomorrow's
fast.
Friday. Yeah.
No.
Do you know what? Tomorrow, I want to have you guys in the panel get your predictions in for your starting lineup. Yeah.
I was going to make a video tomorrow because I do like match
Yeah.
previews.
Yeah, no, make
So,
it. But then,
yeah.
we'll also do it on the stream. I am gonna use one of the FC25 apps to actually create it on the stream. So we'll have Nee, Kai, and Matt, and myself. Maybe Sadiq will jump on. I don't know. We'll have our match predictions done tomorrow. So we'll do a preview as well as the whole transfer thing. Just for bants, I guess. So we can.
Mate, Andrea Nano's trying the bants right now. You seen that one?
Yeah, Port
Don't say
Vale.
it. Don't read it out loud. Don't read it out loud.
Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I was really gonna read that out loud. Yeah. Right.
Tried
You
it,
would
mate,
not,
you tried it.
yeah, he's trying it. I've seen that happen. I've seen people fall
Yeah.
for it as well. I've seen people fall
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. But as it stands, we'll be back live tomorrow. 10 o'clock. We'll do it at 10 so that we can get the match review preview in there.
Nice. It will cost
Yeah,
Chelsea
sweet.
43 million to get Fermin Lopez in. If RB Leipzig are not dropping the price down, I don't see Xavi Simons coming through. I'm telling you this to fact. Watch out.
He had a report coming out that Fermin Lopez wants to stay at Barca, though.
Barcelona, yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not bothered.
Not too long ago, like an hour or so ago, maybe less.
We can't not get either of them. Do you know what I mean?
No, that's
Then it
the
just
thing,
looks
we've got to
really
get
bad,
one.
doesn't it? If we don't get
just-
Fermin Lopez and we lose Simmons to Tottenham, like that's bad.
We've got a tweet from Fabrizio Romano. Literally just came in,
Ooh.
but I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know who it's about. It's about it's an Arsenal thing. Hincapié, yeah. But you know what? When Fabrizio Romano starts tweeting, he normally bangs 3 or 4 tweets. Shall we give it another 5 minutes? What do you guys reckon? Just in case.
Seen his loan, yeah.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah.
Give it 5 more minutes. Guys,
5
we're
more
going to be
minutes.
doing 5 more minutes because when Fabrizio Romano starts, he never tweets once. He's got like 3 or 4, copy and paste. He's just copying. He's paste another one in a couple of minutes, and then yeah. Nee, if you have to go, or you can stay for 5 more minutes just in case.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes, brilliant. Yeah, we're milking it tonight. All right, listen, we've got 161 likes. We've got, we've got to give them, some extra content.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm getting them streamer hours in, man.
Yeah. Guys, I want you to do me a favor. As we are planning in the near future to do streams on all the platforms you see in front of you. So Nizion, Blue Clouds Media, Kai on the Behind the Dugouts, and the Stanford Sync, Matt. We are looking to do a stream on their channels in the very near future where all of us are going to be there. So if you are looking for that content, make sure you go on their channels now, subscribe, get that bell notification button turned on so that you will get that notification when we do go live. Yeah, so go on their channels. And by the way, Stanford Sync is very close to that 1,000 subscriber milestone. Let's push him across that line. Yeah, let's push him across that line. He's really, really close. Okay, if everyone here was to subscribe to him now, okay, he would only need, I think, just over 100 or just under 100 more subscribers.
I'm at 810 now.
Yeah, so just over 100 more subscribers to get him. If you all subscribe to his channel now, it will go a long way to getting him to that 1,000 subscriber milestone, and I'd really, really appreciate it. Show some love and support.
Come and join the fun.
Great content, and the same for the Behind the Dugouts and the same for Blue Clouds Media. Let's share the love. They're here, giving you their time. Please go and give them some of your love by hitting the subscribe button on their channels and also turning that bell notification button on. Lads, I don't think we're going to get any more news tonight. I think we've done all we can for tonight. But we will be back live tomorrow at 10 p.m. UK time. Please make sure you guys check out the stream then, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care. Stay blessed. Peace out.